Welcome back, everyone, to Planescape Torment. You're here with Wayne Lafeve, otherwise known as DraxxKraven, when we defeated the Necromancer at the heart of this tomb, who is seeking my blood to become a lich. As you step into the corridor, the guardian spirit materializes before you. Its ghostly countenance regards you benevolently. I thank you. You have done me a great service. The spirits of my charges sleep quietly once again. Go in peace, friend. The apparition fades away, leaving you alone in the deserted halls of the mausoleum.
Updated my journal.
Alrighty then. Let's talk to the dust man in question. And presumably get fucking paid! I don't want much. I just want my due. So we're pretty good at fighting, even though we're not very good at it at all. Not as good as other fighters, I imagine, but we can fight some skeletons and stuff. And kill a wizard by having a skull bite him to death. Who was it that gave us this task exactly? Was it Nameless? Or Mortai Gravesend? No.
I'm gone.
It was Nameless. I found out what was going on in the mausoleum. The dead sleep once more.
Updated my journal.
Thanks. Give I. Oh, thanks, give I. Copper coin, twice 100. Thanks. Glad I could help. Farewell. Alrighty then.
I'm gone.
Whole lot of prostitutes. Oh, there's no map screen. Dark Alley Shiv. Greetings, stranger. Looks like you're in Dark Alley Shiv now. Dark Alley Shiv territory now. Looks like you've got a purse that could use some lightning. You better pray it's got enough. How much do you need? It ain't much. A mere 10 pieces of jink will get you through. Deal. Get out of here. Dark Alley Shiv. I think I walked down the wrong alley.
All right.
Still, 10 pieces of gold, 10 pieces of copper to keep ourselves safe. Oh, I did walk down the wrong alley. Whoopsie daisy. Well, we got the Razor Angels and the Dark Alley Shivs. Crystal. You see a cool, collected woman. Her face is set in hard, determined lines. Her voice is low and firm. I'm Crystal, leader of the Razor Angels. You're in our home. What do you want? Tell me about yourself. I'm the leader of the Razor Angels. That's really all you need to know. I created them. They follow my command. Now, what do you want? Tell me about them. We came here with when bigger gangs took over the trash warrens near Ragpicker Square. We got here right around the same time as the Dark Alley Shivs. We've set up Kip on the other side of the alley. They're a bunch of murderous thugs. We're thugs, but we don't kill if we can help it. We just need to make a living. Given our situation, charging the toll is the best way to do it. Sounds rewarding. No, it's not. Only we got nothing better going for us. We're hive dwellers. Even the scant education I got won't get me out of here. No one wants a hive dweller, so we make sure we're not entirely ignored. Whatever. Farewell. Before you go, I need a favor. This slice alley isn't big enough for us in the Dark Alley Shivs. We got heart, they got hate. Kill off their leader, Rotten William, and you get free passage through the alley from us for the rest of your life. You come through here often enough, that'll save you a lot of jink. Tell me about your gang.
Updated my journal.
We're itinerants. We've been forced to move time and again. We settled here at the same time as Rotten William and the Dark Alley Shivs, and now we're in a fight for our lives. We just charge a simple toll for passage. They take lives. We're essentially good people. They're evil, led by an evil man. I'll kill him. I look forward to hearing of your success. Come back and tell me when you're done, yeah? Good luck. Farewell.
Updated my journal.
I'll kill him later. I don't think I'm ready to do it now. If the Razor Angels charge, I'll pay up. As soon as I figure out how to navigate through here. Bluff. I already paid. No, I don't think I'm smooth enough to pull that trick. Like I said, I ain't exactly set to fight. Oh wait, hold on. Show walkables. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Okay. I love that function so fucking much. Okay, so there was a way out. Oh, hear that you're doing some work for Crystal. Good, get it done quick, you hear? Before I go forgetting, you'll have to pay the toll. Since you're with us, half price, 5 coins. Here. Been a pleasure. Good luck with that bastard Rotten William. Yeah, thanks. As it turns out, money, not that useful. We've got enough coin to buy the things that we need, which is not much.
Done.
You governor, hey, it's Craddock. Sure, what do you say? This man is looking at you with a strange bug-eyed stare. His eyes are huge. So huge they look ready to pop out of his sockets and roll across the cobbles. He nods eagerly as you approach, bobbing his head like a bird, and as you near him, you suddenly notice the smell of urine and feces surrounding him. Greetings. The man sniffles, wiping his nose on his sleeves, then opens his mouth to reveal blackened, rotten gums. Stories for coin, sirrah. His breath reeks. It smells like this man has been keeping rotten meat stored inside his mouth. Who are you? The man snorts thick with phlegm. Names, names, who you are, who you are. His head does a slight twitch every time he repeats himself. Names, dangerous, dangerous. He glances at the ground and stirs the dirt with his foot. Dangerous. Knowing a name or being stuck with one, both's a mess of trouble. My name's a given name, not one asked for. Reekwind. Once again, you can become conscious of his reeking breath and the smell of urine and feces that surround him. A given name, a given name. Is that your real name? Not my true name, true name. Reekwind mumbles as is on his head twitching every time he says name. A true name's a dangerous thing. Gives others power. Keep your name secret, keep it close, never let it out. What do you mean? Names are like smells. Things can track you with them. Reekwind coughs, his eyes almost popping out of his skull as he does so. His cough seems to loosen his bowels, for he breaks wind loudly, as if to accentuate his point. If someone knows a true name, it gives them power. The power to hurt. I don't know my true name.
Updated my journal.
Then you're blessed, blessed. Remain nameless, and you shall be as a spirit on the plains, untraceable, untrackable, unseen, undiscovered. A name chosen, a name given, it allows others to find you and hurt you. Have you been hurt? Reekwind gives a twitching nod, then scratches himself. Let my name slip once, only once, only once. His eyes film over as if the memory is painful, then glances at you uneasily. Tell you the story I can. I will, but 3 coppers must I see. His face splits into a smile as he says the word coppers, and his reeking breath hits you like a hammer. Very well. Here's 3 coppers. Reekwind gets into a stance, looks left, looks right, then faces you. His face clenches, then with a grunt, he breaks wind again. The smell nearly levels you, but he takes no notice. Cursed eye, walked the wards in splendor. He stands up stiffly, nose high in the air. He saunters back and forth, nodding to invisible passerby. Listen.
Updated my journal.
Reekwind freezes, his arms akimbo, crossed paths with a crossed one, had the look of a pumpkin, his seeds curses. Reekwind then thrusts his belly out so he appears fat, slicks back his hair with a filthy palm so he looks almost bald, and begins drumming his fingers on his quote-unquote fat belly. He then walks around, circling the spot where his stuffy upper-class persona used to be. All a jumble with curses, this one was. With a sneer and a careless gesture, Reekwind tosses an invisible curse at the stuffy persona. Listen. Knew my name, let it slip I had. All it took it all. He stiffens up again, inhaling deeply and resuming his upper-class persona. The persona suddenly crumples, and Reekwind breaks wind violently, then exhales, filling the air with his foul, reeking breath. Cursed with stenches, smells, excrement. Came here to tell tales, all good for now. Now Reekwind is the name, given name, given name. I see. I had some other questions. Questions? Answers? Can you tell me where I can find a man named Farad? A king! A noble tale. A tale I can tell, but 3 coppers must I see. All right, here's 3 copper. Reekwind remains hunched over, staring at you. Once a man of respect, Farad was. A man of goals, and position. All became nothing, nothing turned to air and stink. A liar, a cheater, a man who twisted law, Farod was. He hunches over as if writing at a desk. He writes for a moment, then suddenly stops, afraid. Then one day, he found that he had twisted himself. Listen, such a liar he had become, and when he died, he was gone. He was to go to a horrible place. Requin shakes his head sadly, then hunches over again, looks wildly in all directions. Farod would not accept it, would not. He had cheated others, he would cheat his fate too. He read Duggan books and consulted seers, and they told him that only in trash could he find that which would let him cheat his fate. Perhaps they lied.
Updated my journal.
Farod threw away his position, his goals, and took up a new title, and became the King of Rags. He would rule the trash, have his subjects search it all, and find that which he needed. He looks, even now. Huh. Do you know where I could find him? He lives amongst rags and trash. There you will find him. I'm missing a journal. Have you seen one? No journal have I seen. Okay, so he'll only tell us a story if he actually has something to say. I'd like to hear a story. Tell me a story. He takes the copper, gums it, then to your surprise, he swallows it. Best purse there is, belly to belly. A story. He smacks his lips, scratching his dirty rags. Wait for him to choose a story. I want to hear the story of the man who came to the city without name or memory and spoke with the cursed storyteller who warned him the danger of names. That tale costs nothing, for it is worth nothing. And it is worth noting that it would be a sad tale, indeed. Nevertheless, I would hear it. Where would such a tale begin? Requin grunts, then gives a reeking wheeze that makes your eyes tear up. He seems to be thinking. It would begin with a man waking up in the mortuary, believed dead, but in truth, only with dead memories. Dead, but not dead. No memories, no name. He escapes the mortuary, enters the hive, and speaks to a man who let his true name slip once, and has regretted it. Yes, much danger in naming, perhaps. Perhaps the man to whom the Nameless One speaks is a warning to the danger of names. Perhaps who has forgotten his name is better off. Is he? Is it better to suffer the truth with all its consequences, or better to remain ignorant? Which of the two men is better off? Requin gives a hacking cough and then spits, the spittle green and wet. He turns back to you. It's your question, your tale. It's you who must answer it. I want to hear your answer. My answer. He coughs again, belching forth another wave of fumes. He smacks his lips, as if trying to drive the taste from his mouth. My answer is this. They're both fools, but only one knows it. I've heard enough. Farewell.
Jellied Hydra eyeballs in aspic. Give it a try. It's delicious.
Ooh, Craddock. You see a huge man watching the area with tight-lipped frown and narrowed eyes. He's hunched slightly, as if bearing a heavy load on his shoulders. The unpleasant smell of sweat and dirt wafts from his clothes. Greetings. Aye, what are you sniffing around here for? Are you Craddock? Mayhap? He studies your face as if trying to recall you. If I am, what did it be to you? I came with a message from Bane the Sender. The message states, the shipment must be incursed by the third day, or there will be no penalty. By the hells, can they be such fools that they think we can work a miracle here? Alright, your message has found its way to the right ears, for all the good it'll do. What's the problem? Look around you. These laggards and halfwits can barely keep up with the load as it stands, and now it needs to be done in half the time? Do you need any help? I'll tell you what I need. All my men to show up for work. Jayla's gone missing since this morning. I need him back now. Where'd he go? That hive-bred goat is probably passed out on the street somewhere by the smoldering corpse, when he should be here helping us. Worthless sod. I could go find him for you. Oh? You could? Could you? And now why would you do that? You need the help, don't you? It doesn't sound like you can spare the time to go looking for him. There's work to be done. aristocratic is silent for a moment and then nods. Aye. You find July, you tell him to drag his worthless bub-ridden whole hide here, and I'll pay you for your trouble. When you found him, now get. You said he's by the smoldering corpse. Where's that?
Updated my journal.
It's south and east of here. Head through the southeast gate, then head east for about a block. It's got a mess of drunks outside. You can't miss it. July's most likely somewhere around there. All right, I'll go look for him. What's Gauha? You see a thin and dazzling yellow-skinned humanoid covered with a variety of dazzling tattoos. His eyebrows have been accented with black charcoal lines, and his teeth are filed to points. He sees you and waves you over, rattling his dice in his hand. Greetings. He displays a feral, shark-toothed grin. His eyes are like black orbs. His voice is low and raspy. Gauha greets you as well. You have come to play a game, yes? No. I have questions. No. No interest in questions, have I? Only the game. The turning of the die, the glint of the coin, won or lost, yes? You have no interest in these things? No. Farewell. Prophyra. The grim-looking woman spares you only a brief glance before returning to her rant at the top of the stage. She has a powerful voice that carries across the marketplace, even cutting through the noise made by the merchants and the surrounding foot traffic. Leave her alone. Oh, so we've got like a bunch of merchants here. Jump, Lim Lim, jump! Would you like to purchase one of these playful, gambolling Lim Lims, my lord? No, thank you. What do you got? Plates, jugs, cups, tankards, drink from the goblets of the finest lords. What do you have here? Step closer, examining the contents of the crate. You peer into the crate. It's full of plates, cups, jugs, tankards, cutlery, and the like. They look to be of varying degrees of quality, but some of it appears quite nice. As you're looking over them, she presses up against you. See anything you like, sir? Her long waving hair brushing against your shoulder smells faintly sweet, like vanilla. Where does all this come from? My lovers are all burglars, sir. These goods are pilfered from the homes of Sigil's nobles. A chest, sir, merely. My father and brothers are tinkers. These are wares which are discarded from the nobles' manors and made good by them once more. I see. I had some questions. Oh, sir, but wait. Are you sure there's nothing you need? Surely something for your own home or a gift? No. Nothing I need. My questions. Sorry, sir. I have no time for questions. I must sell what I can before the day is done, for my family is large and hungry. I understand. Farewell. Discord. You see a spindly-looking merchant with a brush of gray and red stubble across his chin. He wears several layers of brightly colored robes, so much that it looks like a flag with arms and legs. He's shaking slightly as you watch. Greetings. I, Gizcord. He bows in and spreads his trembling hands. As he does, you notice his hands and forearms are a twisted mass of black scar tissue, as if they were once badly burned. What are you selling? Gizcord by cloth. Voice ticks like a clock, flat and measured. Gizcord sells cloth, washcloth, mend cloth, and wear cloth. Can I see what you have? Oh, he sells bandages and needle and thread. That makes a whole lot of sense. I should probably ditch a bunch of this shit. Oh, I am not giving up the Tome of Bone and Ash. That thing seems useful. I could also try to steal, but I'm not going to do that. How did you hurt your hens? Gizcord doesn't seem to have heard you. He answers only with his spiel, delivered in the same flat monotone. Gizcord Bysaw. I asked, how did you hurt your hens? Gizcord buy cloth, sell cloth. Oh boy. I'm sorry to disturb you. Farewell. Hello there. Ready to sample some of the most delectable treats from across the plains, my good man? What do you have? All manners of delicacies to delight your palate, my good man. Arborian fire seeds, garbar root, Elysian pears, crimson lotus petals, Bitopian shepherd's bread, shift spice from the chaos of limbo, and sea plums are what I have at the moment. Merely 5 coppers for a taste of anything you like. Ask about something's taste. What does garbar root taste like? I can only suggest you try it, my good man. See for yourself. Fine. I'll try some bread. He offers you 2 thick slices of spiced nut bread that are very aromatic, smelling of carrots and almonds. Eat the bread. The bread tastes much as you have expected of carrots and almonds. It's slightly sweet and light, leaving you hungry for more of the stuff. I don't need anything more. Farewell. I can just...
Hey, we're being watched, Chief. Just look natural. Casual.
I can just buy bread? Fuck it. Iron knolls? Iron Gnaws. This broad-shouldered woman is shuffling amongst the huge beams lying on the street. She kicks at the beams with iron-shod boots. Every once in a while, she bends down and wrenches a nail from one of the boards with her bare hands. She holds each one up, appraising it, then drops it in a leather sling bag. Greetings. She straightens up, hearing your approach. She's smiling politely, but from her stance and the way that her hand rests closely to the hilt of her weapon, you can tell she's ready for trouble. You notice one of her eyes has a milky film over it. That's close enough, Cutter. What do you need from me? I had some questions. Ask away, then. Who are you? She pulls 3 nails from her sling bag, tossing them, spinning into the air, and catching them in her palm. Iron Gnaws, they call me. She drops them back into the bag with a muffled clink. Why are you collecting nails? I sell them to a man named Hammerus in the lower ward. Maker of coffins, he is. Tell me more about Hammerus. There's not much to say. He's a bit chatty. He'll rattle his bone box till you're barmy if you let him, but fair bargainer. He needs the nails, I need the drink. That's about as far as it goes. Where's the lower ward? Yeah, I used to know the way, but the Dabbas here have changed the streets all around again. I don't know how to get there now. I'll need to chart a new path, but I figure the Dabbas will straighten things out eventually. Dabbas? Aye, Dabbas, the lady's servants. You must be new to Sigil. The lady? Oh, no you don't. I won't be saying anything more about her than I already have. She traces a semicircle over her heart with a finger. Take my advice, Burke. Don't go asking around about the lady. Very well. I had other questions. What are you doing? What do I always look like I was doing, Burke? Collecting nails. Where's all this wood come from? Here and there, I suppose. Sometimes Dabbas drop the stuff off and I go through it before another pack comes to fetch it away. Probably rubble from buildings or walls they're putting up or tearing down. Can you tell me about this place? Look, Cutter, I've got a lot of work to do. The nails aren't finding their way into my bag while I'm spilling chant with you. Why don't you pick another Cutter's brain box about all that for the time? Perhaps I will. Farewell. Fare you well too, then, Cutter. Black Abishai? Okay, cool. They're just demons hanging out. Oh, Ash Mantle. You see a dust man in a long black robes and a pale face. Unlike the dust man you saw in Mortuary, however, this man looks confused and is glancing about as if looking for something. When he spots you, he raises his hand to attract your attention. Greetings. The man seems relieved that you are speaking to him. He bows slightly. Thank you for hearing me, traveler. I am known as Ashmantle, one of the Dustman's sect. I was wondering if you could direct me. I don't know the area very well, and I'm looking for a certain establishment. A bar that those of my sect frequent. Do you know of such a place? Oh, the Dustman Bar? It's by the mortuary. Orient yourself by the mortuary front gate, then walk directly southwest. You can't miss it. Thank you very much, traveler. I appreciate your kindness. The people of the Hive are rarely helpful in such matters. Tell me about it. Can I ask you some questions? Sure. What questions do you have? I'm looking for a missing journal. Do you know where I might find it? I don't know where you might find such a thing. I mourn its loss. I had some other questions. I'm looking for a man named Farah. Do you know him? I'm sorry, but that name is not known to me. Not a problem. Farewell, Ashmantle. You're about to turn away when you suddenly have a feeling that something's amiss. Suspiciously, you glance at Ashmantle again, just in time to see him tucking something into his sleeve. It looks like something of yours. Bait Ashmantle into pickpocketing you again, and observe his technique. Under the pretense of giving him additional directions to places in the hive, you engage Ashmantle in light conversation, and secretly study his movements. Ashmantle seems to rely primarily on his Dustman facade to disarm his victim, and uses frequent bowing motions to cover his pickpocketing attempts. You make a mental note of his technique, just as he makes another attempt to reach into your purse. Grab his hand. Your hand snaps out, but Ashmantle draws back suddenly. You miss grabbing his wrist. You see his Dustman facade crumple, and with a frightened look he runs off. Damn it. I'm not gonna kill a man over 10 coins. Besides, it was worth it just to learn a bit of sleight of hand. Good night, everyone.